generally speaking, what people know me for is, if fuck shit happens, I go live, and my live stream is going to, like, I used to cover like true crime like ages ago, years ago. Since then, and those years have passed, everything for me in the last 3 years have been, if I show up on the YouTube streets and I'm doing a live stream, somebody's getting doxxed or somebody's gonna get real life, and that's just who I am. Like, it's just the truth. Like, otherwise I'm not live. Otherwise I'm not on the YouTube streets. Laura knows. Laura, I left for ages, didn't I? Like, when I finished with Joe and those others, I bounced. I left. I'm not interested in going live and talking about community dramas and nonsense bullshit. It's like, piss me off, and I'm gonna I'm gonna go live, and shit's gonna go down. Like, it takes a lot. So they knew that. It was very fucking obvious. I said it in my live streams. Exactly the way I speak now is the way that I speak then. So Katie knew that. She definitely seeked me out for that purpose. One of our first conversations in the very beginning was all about Nicolina and her saying like how I'm a real lifer too. And the first live stream she's ever had me on, like Elle Kennedy had clips for it. Katie's literally saying to me, well, I know you go real life and I know you dox, and like that was in Elle Kennedy's premiere today.
She was on a brand new channel, and if you want to drop her link, go sub to her. I had no idea that Callie was back.
Like, Katie can play dumb all she wants, but that is definitely why she wanted to team up with me and link up. In this cope stream of hers and the accountability live stream, to hear her just make out that I'm the huge problem and she's not the problem, yet she gets to keep her hands clean, that's exactly what she's doing. So I'm the problem, okay? You know, I'll break it down for people, the dynamic behind the scenes. Katie thinks she's in charge behind the scenes. And she's not. Head in charge is traitors of this, their cliques, right? The people who follow. Then it goes down Peach and Ghost. More people respect Peach and Ghost than they do Katie. Katie doesn't understand that she's given so much grace by Peach and Ghost that at any single point they click, as soon as they're done with her, that entire crew is done with her. Like, they're fully done with her.
I made it through 2 minutes of BGE's live, heard, what did I hear? And I get Kaylee, the narrative Kaylee, the liar, said that I gave T-Bird fucking Tiny T's address. If I would have gave that stupid fat bitch's address, I would have screamed it from the mountaintops, because I don't give a fuck about any of you, and I hope all the worst things happen to all of you, so fuck off and D13, bitch. D13, okay? D13. It is so ridiculous, the rewriting of history. DJ, you fucking nailed it. You fucking nailed it. Yeah, that bitch, I tell you what, I smacked the fucking taste out of her mouth. That's a fucking fact. I cannot stand a liar. And, okay, let me back up just a tad. So that bitch, y'all know I retired. She started blowing up my fucking messenger like we was fucking or something. The way she was blowing up my messenger. And I showed you previous, she talks a lot, right? No. The shit she brought me out of retirement with, that was psychosis, okay? Psychosis. And I was like, bitch, I know you spam me, but goddamn. So this bitch not only brought me out of retirement, I let her speak on my penal. I was like, you know, say your penal. I reviewed the messages. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go with this. What did they say? Blah, 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 blah. So what I did after that live, I went to the messages, reread the messages. I was like, that's not what fucking happened. And then I proceeded to screen record the messages and bring them up and say, lie, 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 lie. That wasn't enough lying for her. She tried to go live longer than me, deflect all of her lies. So the whole point, she wanted me to jump in the fight between her and Katie, and for months, narratives, lying ass fucking butthole. For months I stay out of it because I don't give a fuck. Go fist fight each other. I don't give a fuck. You stupid fucking bitch. Alright? So it's real fucking funny that she's like, I'm gonna do a live stream, but nobody can comment on it. And if they comment on it, I'm gonna go spam their chat and say, stay out of our fight. Stay out of our fight. Don't do a public live stream if you don't want people to comment on it, stupid.
Let me say this in the nicest fucking way. I know the real you. I know the scared, paranoid, mental case you that literally has to run offline every time something fucking happens to you, and how depressed you get at having to deal with a fucking fight that goes on YouTube longer than a week and a half, to the point where you can't even mentally cope with it. You have such a fucking mental breakdown from Nicolina going live, and I found Nicolina harmless and fucking amusing and funny to fuck with, and I didn't like Nicolina, and even I wasn't feared. Like, I had no fear with Nicolina. Zero. You fear Nicolina, you dumb bitch. And you think that I'm gonna fear you? And you think that the way you came out swinging on the YouTube streets, that I'm gonna put all my focus on you? And you got Anissa chirping up in the background. I'm real disappointed at Candy.
Kaylee's I am highly disappointed in you. Everything that you said you stood for, you don't. Everything.
Did it?
That's it.
Well, I'm real disappointed of you, Anissa. When the fuck did you two get so fucking cocky and bold on here that you're gonna double down and fucking lie on stupid? Because you don't want Nicolina to get a win? Like the same as Peachy? I don't want Nicolina to get a win. I want to pretend to be cool with you and still come to your live chats, but I don't like who you're friends with anymore. It's like Nicolina. It's always Nicolina, okay? Couldn't even fight Brett. Like, let's call a spade a spade. You're all some fucking pussy bitches. Like, Brett literally doxed your entire fucking families, kept posting your fucking dead, deceased brothers. Did you just do shit? Oh, we're gonna ignore it. We're gonna ignore it. And then you come on here thinking you're gonna go toe-to-toe with me? And talk about receipts? And talk about... Katie fucking lies. And Traitors threatened me too, guys. She was like, slamming her fucking fist into her other hand. Traitors, I'm not going to wrestle with you, okay? Same as way, I'm not gonna wrestle with German dude.
Okay. We're playing it. Sorry, I got squirreled.
But the people that call her out have no fucking room. And I'll be very honest, me and Katie don't really see eye to eye on many things.
Okay, Katie, this is just a little reminder for you, okay? So as you're bringing people up like German lady, recently girl, are you forgetting all the message you sent me leading down this entire message thread, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, the start of it, where you said German dude is a pedophile. Now you're friends because German dude don't like me and you want to do a little hate bond.
I will never need to run to the German ladies. The same bitches that you've been fucking crying in my DMs about for fucking 6 months straight. Now, she's recently started to hate bond with, like, German dude. Sorry, German lady, for people who don't know her as that. And I just want to flash this too. So have a good old read, German lady, in the bushes, alright? Read it and weep, bitch. That's what she thought of your audio that came out. Yep. That was a good old long little message from her about you. So I know that you want to, like, hate bond now with her. But she thought you was like a real big piece of shit. And she sent me it. And she timestamped it. And she actually said it was like an emergency and I needed to go watch. However, when I got to it, the live stream was taken down. But that's what she said.
But out of that whole group over there, let's list them up. Pigolina, Nicolina, Kaylee, Steph, Ernie Shell, Mark. Who else is over there who's kind of problematic? Out of these people over there,
Bird, definitely. There are 3. Brett. I sound manic? Yeah. Who else? There are a lot of problematic people.
she's the least problematic. She's not calling people's family members. She's not putting people's kids on her channel. She's not looking up kids. That's you, Kaylee. That's you, Pigolina. So shut the fuck up.
I don't know what the fuck you were fed as kids, maybe from steroids, hormone injections. You are all big as fuck. I do not want to physically fight with any of you, okay? I'm small. I'm petite. I would get fucked up in a physical fight. Thankfully, I live in the UK. This is the internet. This is YouTube. It's going to be words on the internet and receipts. Stop threatening me with violence. Okay, traitors? Keep your fucking big old man hands to your fucking self. And how come I managed to get you so riled up and you're so unfazed and you're so unbothered that you literally, the first thing out your mouth about me is how you wanted to beat the fuck out of me the same way that other people have said it to. I'm not fighting with any of you big bitches, okay? I do not want any injuries, okay? Yeah, you could beat me in a physical fight. However, like, we're not going for that championship belt. I know that you think, like, oh, I'm the champ. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. Like, doing your little skit. Traitors. In tinfoil. Traitors. Like, have several fucking seats. This isn't a boxing match, bitch. But you are going to get knocked the fuck out on the YouTube streets with the fucking receipts, okay? I am the receipts now. Go back in retirement. Call it a day. Wrap it the fuck up. You're suffering with Alzheimer's, dementia. Like, you and Anissa need to go, like, do some more rug munching. The YouTube streets ain't for yous anymore. Yous be lying like damn rugs, okay? We are sick of it. We're sick of you fucking covering for the HPV fucking chat and pussy crew over there. We're not dealing with it anymore. Every single thing that you do, I will fucking call out and debunk. Like, one of your community posts, you didn't even have the fucking balls, traitors, to literally say my name in it because you're so fucking pussy. It took me saying I'm gonna fucking expose you and go live for you to come back and act like you were here like the gangster on the YouTube streets.
We're the real gangsters over here, bitch.
You ain't no fucking gangster. Couldn't even go up against Brett. Are you forgetting all the DMs with me? Scary over Nicolina. When the fuck was I ever scary over Nicolina? Like, ever. You all want to do dirty shit behind the scenes and hide your fucking hands. And you all want to do these fake ass fucking trolls and send these pretend fucking things like, oh, let me pretend to Craigslist, Nicolina. Why the fuck are you pretending? You can't do it in real life? Hyper focused, okay? And that's why you all needed me, because you were all so scared of her. You're also fearful of Nicolina. And it's fucking obvious. Peach asking myself and trying to get Huckleberry to pull up on Nicolina. Trying to get me to reach out to the guy who like her ex-husband who allegedly raped her.
You know what's funny is you all know that me and Nick have fought for what, 2 years? And there's just certain things that I won't do, like her assault. Even though she challenged me and Anissa to contact her, the man that assaulted her. I have that screenshot. You know how hard it is when I'm challenged not to do something. She said, please call him. She accused us of being the troll account in the person's name. But Licking Stick, you said that Kaylee outed that I was a bad friend? Person?
Katie's lies and Callie outing of you and how shitty you are.
How shitty
of a person you
shitty I am. So let me just wrap it up with this and then I'm out. Do you know how many times I have stopped people from trying to track down that man that assaulted Nicolina? So she's supposed to be my mortal enemy, which that's how she feels about me, but I don't even care that much. You know what I mean? Do I like her? No. So, you people can never make me act like you motherfuckers act. Any pats?
Mm-hmm.
Kaylee? What y'all want to do? What y'all want to do? Now, don't get me wrong. I gave you the information because I was challenged and I was accused. And when I was accused, that whole ass name was there. But what did I say to you? Please don't do that. Don't do that. If we become them to beat them, we already lost.
That happened too. Come on. Traitors, do you not remember telling me? Because we're going to do it, okay, bitch? I took a lot of shit for stuff that you told me about Nicolina and her kids. You told me that she kept sending her kids back to be sexually abused. And about fucking it being documented and stuff like that. You don't recall any of that? You don't understand like where this is all gonna go? Everything I ever said in the fucking DM, I'll stand by it. I said it publicly.
So, I was listening to you today, and when you apologized for bringing up my son's trauma, I was like, holy shit. She gets it. They were manipulating her with information that was so twisted. And I was so angry at you a couple months ago, Callie, because no mother wants their children to ever be a victim of sexual abuse. And when I found out, when my oldest, who's almost 30, but he was a baby, pretty much, told me what his father's father was doing to him, I was devastated. You have no idea. And I did everything that I could as a mother. And I never shared that with anyone. I appreciate this conversation with her as well. But I reached out to traders, and I want to say it was mid to late 2023. And I confided in her based on a panel that Gypsy had with a bunch of people. And I said, oh my God, I've got to get this off my chest. My son endured this, and then this happened, and then the police didn't help, CPS didn't help, the Child Advocacy Center didn't help. I confided that in her, and then she weaponized it because she was angry with me.
This is where I am going to absolutely take accountability is I was given no receipts, okay? I was given no receipts to the conversation that you and them had, as in you and traitors. And I was told, this is what Nicolina said, this is what happened, and I was given very short amount of clips. Now, in the clips, they're short, okay? They're very cut off. There's not much to them. But in the clips, you are absolutely saying like certain things about the, let's just say they've been clipped, your words around the situation. Now, my experience with them and seeing how they clip things out of context, or they clip it just short, or they try and misrepresent stuff, now I'm having to doubt all the bullshit that I've been spewing out of my mouth based on things that they've told me regarding yourself, others,
that makes sense.
Even Ernie. And that's where I apologize. You're a fake fucking bitch like Katie behind the scenes, and you're going to try and use your influence to back Katie up and promote her and co-sign her fuckery, and Katie feels like you are a savior. Ideally she wants William first. William isn't coming to save her, okay? William's got enough common sense to know that this community and the women and all the stuff that Katie's attached to and the fact that she's backing fucking PDFs isn't a good look for him, and he's got so much other issues going on. And then you've got the best second choice to that, because we all know Peach and Ghost ain't gonna fucking bust a grape and say nothing, because they're just, honestly, Peach and Ghost are the most weakest fucking pathetic people there is behind the scenes out of all of them.
You know what? Before we detour to, do you know how easy? Let me just show you how easy it would be for me to go live and debunk everything Kaylee is trying to say.
I ain't worried about no fucking traitors on here. Traitors is a fucking loser bum that comes onto YouTube, okay, that uses her humor and wit to deflect on the fact that she's a real life in CPS calling fucking child predator bitch that has a long fucking history of doing all this dirty shit and nasty crap with people, and then when she falls out with them, circulates all the shit that they did and pretend to be high and mighty. And if people couldn't match up, okay, the act that Katie did, Katie, oh, I'm changed now, I won't repeat the same behavior. Isn't that what traitors say since she left Nicolina? Oh, I'm changed now, I won't repeat the same behavior. It's literally a mirror image of each other. Traitors like, oh, it's worked for me, maybe it'll work for Katie. Like, that's what traitors is thinking. Traitors is like micromanaging everything like she fucking was before. And she is not going to micromanage this.
Start the timer now. Do, 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 do. Bam. How fast was that? This is my handy dandy spreadsheet. Now, I have a chronological, perfect. There is not one live that I'm missing on here. Not one. Not fucking one. Now, I sometimes record my friends. T-Bird, Katie, da-da-da-da-da. They have many tabs. Kaylee, I didn't know her at this time. She gets introduced during the Amanda situation. And I don't know what made me. Something just told me. I had no idea we were going to fall out. I really liked Kaylee. I thought she was cool, you know. Bam! Right over here is where Kaylee entered our community. That's how fast. That is how fucking fast. She's rewriting history. I have a exact, including but not limited to the T-Fuck Live where he was going to prison. I do. I absolutely do. So
I had no idea that she even knew Chicky. I don't know their history, but I mean, there was so much coming that she was saying that made sense. And it was like, holy shit. Chicky and I and other girls, we were friends. We all got along really well. We shared information with each other. Chicky was, you know, she knew everything between all of us, personal information, details. I mean, she could dox the fuck out of all of us if she wanted to. I mean, at this point, I'm gonna bring her up.
Basically, I'd run into Katie in a few chats over the Vegas Valley side, and we just crossed each other's paths very briefly. Hi, how are you? Made a few jokes about JoJo, and that was it. It never went like deeper than that.
Mm-hmm. So we are absolutely not, you know, well, I'm not really behind the scenes like with all the fuck shit, but this is totally like, really like, we don't know each other, so this is all new information for me. And a lot of us, I don't know how much you've been watching as of late, but a lot of us were close to Chicky, and we just got turned on for no reason.
I do docs.
You guys, I'm in the chat. People are like, doxing is wrong. Like, yes, it is. And I don't, Kaylee, she's got her own history. I don't know her history and stuff, but basically, like, regardless, and I think that she like owns that. She just literally said she is a doxer, which, ma'am, I do not agree with. Okay, shame on you. Don't do that. I wanted her to come on and kind of explain to us the lying. As far as Chicky goes,
I've got to start from scratch. I don't know half the people he's mentioning. I've got no issues with nobody on here other than Brett, Tonic, Chicky, Steph, AC, and that crowd.
Okay, so you have a problem with Brett, Tonic, Chicky, Steph, and AC. Why? I mean, what's the real big deal? Because they talk? Because they have channels? Because they used to be very popular in this fucking sector? I'm just wondering why you have such an issue and why you popped up out of the blue like you did. It's, to my understanding and my speculation, is other people have prompted you to do this type of shit, to start talking about these individual people, because I don't think you really have a whole lot of connection to these individual people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure you're just like they call it a torpedo. Okay, you're on a blank mission. Somebody just steers you in a direction and lets you loose and lets you just fucking go and explode and be a kamikaze pilot. And it's weird.
The first live stream they ever came to of mine, when I met them, and I was only back on because I was gone for like 2 years off YouTube, and I never ever joined. I wasn't in the Tonic community or anything like that. I literally made channel narrative, went live to argue with Weenie and Tonic's group, put up some receipts, and long story short, it was like third live stream, and then all like over 150 plus people just came piling in, wanting to hate bond that live stream. I was full on doxing, go in real life. That was the entire fucking point.
Oh, P.S. My mom appreciates the guy that you sent to my house, 007. He's gonna take her on another date. I might have a new motherfucking stepdad. Okay? So Kaylee lied on me. Any Pats lied on me. Nicolina stays lying on me. And then 007 thinks put me on Craigslist is gonna be like, oh my god. I am what people are afraid of in the dark. Do you not get that? Do you not get that? Do you not understand? The reason people are afraid in the dark is because motherfuckers like me. You'll never know what bush I'm gonna pop out of.
Traitors, do you not remember telling me? Because we're gonna do it, okay, bitch? I took a lot of shit for stuff that you told me about Nicolina and her kids. You told me that she kept sending her kids back to be sexually abused. And about fucking it being documented and stuff like that. You don't recall any of that? Everything I ever said in a fucking DM, I'll stand by it. I said it publicly. You're a fake fucking bitch like Katie behind the scenes, and you're gonna try and use your influence to back Katie up and promote her and co-sign her fuckery, and Katie feels like you are a savior. Long story short, Traitors is always been like their person, and like knowing them from behind the scenes, it's always been their person. It's always been like Traitors is gonna save us, she's gonna save us, like she has the influence, people like her, people respect her, like she's built her credibility up against Ernie. Well, yeah, it's real fucking easy to build credibility up against Ernie. Katie had fucking credibility against Ernie. But how do you think you're gonna fare against me, Traitors, when the receipts clearly state what I say? The best thing that you could do going forward is what you told Katie to do. Yeah, I did it. And the people in your chat won't give a fuck. They stuck by you through fucking CPS calls, rape, threats towards children.
Is there a way I can ask Nick a question? People want to know.
No, I'm not answering you, Mammoth.
Why won't you?
There's the magic bear.
Oh my
Stop calling him Mammoth, you dumbass.
Go sweep side.
It's okay. It's okay.
Here,
That's what you say.
Wait. Traders
Just shows who
obviously
she is.
was waiting in the
Go
back.
sweep
Traders was
sidewalk.
obviously waiting in the back. Let's let Traders talk for a minute.
And was even respectful to her.
Actually, only have to say, sick. I can't wait for your retarded daughter to get hate fucked. Easy. I'll be there to interview your daughters get raped.
Wow.
The whole brand is fake as fuck over there. Everything's fake. Everything's a dub. Everything's a wash. Everything's fake as fuck. Got fucking Mama T. 1 minute she's fucking Team Ernie. Next minute she's Traitors also fucked with her so heavily. Mama T fucked with Traitors. Like, there's so much history that I've learned. And now Mama T's over there pretending like these are our people, these are our ride or dies. Shut the fuck up, Mama T. You're not even mentally equipped or mentally up on par, caught up, like, to speed. You're the slowest fucking one in the entire room. You're like a fucking cabbage. Log the fuck offline, okay?
Katie isn't perfect. Katie's a human being. And if she did that shit, she absolutely should take accountability if she did it. But if she didn't, y'all just need to fucking shut the fuck up and leave Katie alone. How about that?
Like, Katie can play dumb all she wants, but that is definitely why she wanted to team up with me and link up. She had been already arguing for months on and off with Brett, with Tonic, with others, okay?
More shots that were taken at me that were confusing as fuck to a lot of people, that were like really gross to a lot of people, the more Bird would fire back. And he would up the ante every time. It turns into a tit for tat, okay? If you go to my other live, my last live, we talk about the origin of where this all started. It did not start with Bird, in my opinion. It didn't. He just wanted to leave a toxic situation and keep it pushing. Can you blame him? That's called elevating. That's called evolving. That's called going a different direction. He was not trying to fight with anyone.
Like, it had been a huge issue. She'd also had issues with Nicolina.
Satan wants everybody to feel bad for her that I said she deserves a bullet between the eyes. I totally said that. She wants to harm children. She wishes death on children. I think pedos deserve the same thing. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. She's also a demonic entity.
Ghost, you remember she got up on Geppetto's live with Kemper and she was crying and she's like, I don't know why people are blaming this on me.
But don't let the blame fall on your shoulders. Don't even let
They literally blamed me in front of everybody.
No, wrong. Again.
Whoever you are out there, not pointing fingers, but as a community, you know who you are. You set the seed to make that call.
Quit it. Quit trying to spin that. That's not what they did. Stop it.
Oh, I heard it.
Yeah, but they're going to do that regardless. I mean, listen, look what they said about Maggie and Nick, you know?
I don't.
I mean, they're pieces of shit. They truly are. And I would say, yeah, they're so low that they would call on their own. So.
I don't think it would be a neighbor crimes. Like, what they explained was pretty in-depth. Allegedly, Ghost got removed from the house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This whole time I was worried thinking it was going to be my ex on panel, and it was. And then they said, if it wasn't, we're not blaming Nicolina, but your words are to blame. Like, what the fuck? All I know is I had CPS. It was mortifying because I had to call Maggie's dad. I had to let him know that these accusations were probably from YouTube.
Prove
it. 2.5 years. That was the first time they had shown up, and I was being told show receipts. Why would I exploit that? I'm not going to exploit it.
I don't know why. I don't know why people. I would never do that. And then, bitch, fuck you. Fuck you. I hate you. I hate you so much. You need to get thrown off this fucking platform. You should be in jail. I hope you get criminally charged for this shit. You are a fucked up individual. You are the spawn of Satan. You are a demonic entity. It just keeps showing. You just show who you are. A fucking demon. You have no soul. You are a demon, Satan. Everything you touch turns to filth. That's why nobody lets you touch them anymore. You're blocked over here, bitch. No one fucks with you. You can go around and say, oh, Katie's scared. Katie's so scared of me. I am fucking scared of you, bitch. You're a demon. I am scared of you. How about that? I'm scared to death of your crazy, psychotic, mean, dangerous ass. That's fat as fuck, bitch. Let's not forget that. And your fucking chins, nasty bitch.
And I'm sticking to that as well. And okay, she took her live down, but is it true she like made a recording and she called the po-po on me? She like called the police on me. Is that true? Because of what I wrote. Is that true? I mean, that kind of shit is more or less freedom of speech. I didn't say I was gonna do it. I didn't threaten her directly. I just said, you know, I feel like she deserves that. She's evil. Well, someone said that the person said that the cop or whatever said just block her. Did the cop say just block her if she's bothering you? Ooh. She also said that if I retracted her and publicly apologized that she wouldn't file a report with her local police department. I ain't apologizing to shit. I have nothing to apologize for. I'm surprised she didn't call my grandparents. She wants an apology from me so bad. She's demanded apologies from my grandparents even. I demand an apology. Take action for your daughter being a nuisance on the internet.
Please find the timestamp. We will wait. Like, quit talking about, like, quit saying that I talked about her daughter and called her names if you don't have the proof. I'm sick of this, like, fucking lying shit. All these people just lie to lie.
Morning, boys and girls. It's bright and early on this Thursday morning, and I thought I'd put together a little video about Blame Katie. Who recalls when Katie eviscerated my 14-year-old daughter a year ago because of the dress she chose to wear for her spring fling dance? I remember, but in case you don't, let's take a walk down memory lane, shall we?
She took a video of her child along with like 5 other teenage girls that are going to the dance. They're all dressed up in little short dresses and like sleeveless tops, and it's just kind of weird. I don't think that it was appropriate to put that on your channel with all these fucking weirdos running around here. That is not really, you protecting your child that you claim is so, in danger all the time from people. Like, you know what I mean? That's just not making sense to me.
Now, Katie was really upset by the choice of dress that my daughter made. Unfortunately, that's what was in style, so that's all we could choose from. But maybe if mega models such as Katie actually modeled the behavior that she expected from teenagers and was maybe more modest, maybe little girls would dress more modestly. They have you to look up to, Katie. Take a look at this photo of one of her modeling gigs where it shows pretty much part of her entire vagine. And this is publicly available for young, impressionable girls to find on the internet. Thankfully, my daughter has more class than that, Katie, but you don't. I could get into all of the dirty words that she called my daughter, like, a whore, a pass around. She's the type of girls that just get used overnight and tossed and made to do the walk of shame the next day. Yes, that is what she said about my 14-year-old.
I'm going to say this because she posted it. Master Lena has the dance with her kid tonight, and I want to say this to you, ma'am. When it's one thing to put your kid online and post on YouTube, but I really, really hope to God that you got permission from those 5 other teenager girls' parents who are in short dresses, who are like, I don't think none of them have, I think they're all strapless, or maybe one has sleeves. I don't know. Little dresses, young girls, walking around on, on the road, taking pictures. There's like a 1-minute clip up. They're all dressed up in little short dresses and like sleeveless tops, and it's just kind of weird. I don't think that it was appropriate to put that on your channel with all these fucking weirdos running around here. No, they were in skimpy dresses. Man, my dad would have fucking killed me if I wore something like that out. Lulu, Lena, were you a little hooker face back in the day? I won't tell Rocco, Lena. Skanks. Little midget skanks running around here. Just kidding. Maybe. I don't know if y'all were skanks. You were a little slooty sloot. I will never tell my nephew. Rockalina will never know about this. Hold on, I look. Yes! That is adorable, Peach. Yes, girl. Yes. That's classy, and yeah, that is classy. It's a yes for me, okay? It's a total yes. Listen, ladies, you don't have to be on the verge of showing your freaking vagine to be pretty, okay? To be attractive to people, especially when you're young. I know that it's I don't know what, men from what I've experienced, men think men will give you attention if you look like that. If you dress like that, like skanky and skimpy and, just showing a lot of stuff. Men will give you attention for that, but they're going to give you attention because they legit just want to fuck you, okay? They ain't going to call you back, bitch. They ain't going to fucking, ask for your number, bitch. They may offer to drive you home the next morning, bitch, okay? But they don't want, they ain't looking, you're not marriage material. You ain't marriage material. They ain't making plans with your stank ass, okay? They ain't thinking long-term about your stank ass, okay? It's a no for them. They might swing back around the block for that pussy again, okay? But bitch, they ain't thinking in the future about your ass, okay? They ain't seeing you in no wedding dress. They're seeing you naked with your legs spread. You're basically naked with your legs spread with that clothes got still on, skank. Ain't nobody got time for that. Tell me I'm wrong.
Was she talking about Maggie? She was absolutely referring to my child. There's your timestamps, bitch. Oh, she was absolutely talking about my daughter.
The nuisance on the internet. She can't block me. She's obsessed with me. If she blocked me, her life would be over. She lives and breathes for every word I say. It's a real weird. It's a psycho stalker. She's a stalker. She should apologize. She should apologize for shit she did to me starting from 2.5 years ago. How about that? I don't take YouTube seriously. Unless you take it off the internet, I don't take it seriously at all. I don't do all that extra shit.
Okay, so Katie had a little live stream, and in her live stream, this is before she took any accountability, okay? And this is before the accountability live stream. She had this live stream, she started putting out these receipts, and she was like, yeah, I'm doing my damn thing now, okay? I'm putting out these receipts. I'm going to debunk stuff. I'm going to show how vicious Callie is and how mean Callie is, and everybody is going to see that she's the problem and it's not me.
Okay. So these are DMs. They're not in order, but I figured I would just show you guys more of like what this looked like. Because I think she was picking and choosing a lot of things to show and to make out to be like she wants to say that I made her do all these things, that I made her and Bird do all my dirty work, allegedly, do this and that. That's not true, okay? That's not true. They're adults. Even if I was telling them to do this and do that, I don't have a freaking pew pew pointed at their heads. She lives in a whole other country. She doesn't have to do shit I say. Neither does Bird. What? You've got your own free will. You've got your own discretion. You've got your own boundaries, okay? So even if I was telling you to do it, you didn't. No, that's a poor excuse. No.
And then when she had her accountability live stream, she made reference to some of the stuff and maybe flashed like a couple of things. And she made reference to the stuff that she had shown in that live stream. And honestly, the whole entire cope from Katie has been, Callie's the problem. We'll blame everything on Callie. I'm innocent. I haven't done anything wrong. And she cherry picking clown completely. And she was like asking her audience, like Michelle and her close friends, like, has she shown this? Has she went over this? Has she put this stuff out? Katie, all that stuff has been put out fully in screen records. You're like several months too late to the party. And you don't understand because you're not watching the live streams. You're just manic as fuck, spiraling all over. You keep going live. That's your main focus. And you've got complete buffoons and idiots around you that think by just blaming me, it's going to work out for you. It's not. You're losing people by the masses. And fuck, I'm getting more numbers than you every single time that I go live. How the fuck is that possible considering I don't even do content and I don't fuck with half the community and I've got full service restreaming me, okay? People are refusing to watch you. They're refusing to give you a view, and this is what people are saying in the live chats. They feel like you're all about views.
I'm looking at my Nimbas right now. Shout out to the 190 people in here. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like and sharing if you feel like it, I would appreciate that. It makes them really mad.
They would rather, people that hated Nicolina would now rather watch Nicolina's restream than watch your live stream because they know that you're obsessed with clicks and views and you keep asking for people to share your live streams out. The feedback that's happening in the live chats, it's really negative towards you. Also, going down the angle of, thank you, Laura. I've never hid the fact, okay? Everybody, including Katie, knew Callie was a real lifer. That's why Katie sought her out. Amen. Exactly.
So it has been kind of just agreed upon throughout this whole community that it doesn't matter what I own. It's never going to be good enough for these fuckers. So I just don't care. And that's kind of why I don't really engage. Like, that's why I don't really try to even explain myself anymore, because the people that are going to believe me are going to believe me and the people that don't are not going to. After this, unless I really have to, unless there is something so glaringly false, such a lie, I'm not going to be putting out any more receipts. But I'm not going to let this psycho bitch try to make it into me doing all this stuff and letting other people believe all this stuff. The receipts I'm showing are in context. They have me saying shit, she's saying shit, and I've shown these to a few people and they had no idea. Then this one says, no, I meant like with them. Okay, so she's asking me about my goals. No, I meant like with them. Do you want them not to mention you and leave you alone, etc.? I said their goal should be to leave it on the internet. She says, or do you want just the real life stuff to stop with them? Awesome. Just so I know, that's actually a good goal to have and realistic. That's all I've ever wanted. That's all I've ever wanted. Keep it on the internet. I said, they can talk all the shit they want about me. That's not what I expected from this, not the real life shit. She says, exactly, but they want people to never mention them, LOL. I said, it's them that needs to change their goals. They think, and she says, they think by someone talking about something that happened on YouTube warrants real life. It's insane. They really can't cope with anyone discussing them. They go straight to real life attacks. Ooh, interesting, Callie. That is so incredibly interesting you say that. I don't think my thumbnail, many people knew she was striking El Kennedy. She had 2 more strikes, but just shit like that.
You may have a different funeral to attend to here real soon. Oh, El Kennedy's? What?
Yeah.
Can you explain that to me?
Her channel.
Is it officially gone?
It gon' be.
Oh, it gon' be. So we can have...
Callie copied her image.
Oh!
Everything that LK posted with Callie's image.
Fire, son. Fire.
She has struck out.
Fire.
Another El Kennedy one. Do you have El Kennedy's information? I said, so I know she breeds Eskies and the name of her business is blank. Is El Kennedy, because they like her. Are they running a puppy mill? Is she running a puppy mill? Or where are the whores? Where's everybody that loves Callie? Is El Kennedy running a puppy mill? The people need to know. They really do. Bird called her, so maybe ask him. Perfect, will do. Again, who is looking for El Kennedy's information? Not I. Not me. I'm striking El Kennedy. She leaves out all the veiled threats she said in his live he did about flight costs and comments. I said, now you know how I feel. She twists and misleads, and she knows it's dangerous doing that. She said, yeah, it's messed up. She clips it purposely to mislead. I only got 2 things to strike. So annoying. I need 2 more.
Okay, we've got one about El Kennedy now. Want to put El Kennedy on blast with me and traitors? I think that would be epic. Okay, now this is funny. All the crying that Katie did about losing her little YouTube channel and how bad she thought it was to lose the YouTube channel. And it's such a low blow to do that, okay? And how disgusting it is that Ernie would porn bomb her. And these other people accessed her channel and did stuff like constantly sad fishing, okay? Another example of rules for Katie and rules for others. Oh my god, ha ha ha, can you please give me a heads up so I can be here to watch? Girl, when are we going to expect the nuke in? El Kennedy, remember when your channel got taken out, girl? We are going to cover it like properly one day, and I'm going to drop the whole thing. It was all a plan. It was me and Katie, and we were going to do like organized strikes and stuff like that. It was a whole ordeal, okay? So Katie cries about her channel being taken down. Look, we do it to other people, Katie. We have to expect it to happen to ourselves. Stop being so damn invested in a fucking YouTube channel. I'm not an invested person, like, in if I lost the channel. I just truly don't care, like, but I understand people that are, but I just feel like it's rich for Katie to have such an issue with her channel being taken. She's trying to tweet YouTube, she's trying to fucking buy her channel back, she's trying to get people to get it back by giving money, she's trying to get everybody to, like, write down their names and send in like a long list to like appeal the fucking decision and have people co-sign for her. Like, you're never getting the channel back. And again, this is another example of you going to Nicolina, you're gonna have the longest summer ever. I'm playing chess, and that you're gonna get bags of cement and door knocks, and the shit happened to you. Okay.
So let me address the Scottish last person. I have never condoned doxing or going real life. I've never done that. I've never done it. I know very well that she does it. I was very aware that she does it. I knew she was doing it. She would tell me in DMs. She also knew that I wasn't a fan of it, but I continued to engage, and the people that she was going after, not all of them, but most of them, I had a serious resentment against, because they were doing things to me, doxing me, my family, attacking me, spreading lies on me. So yeah, I got in my feelings and I felt a way about it. So I did not do everything I could to stop her. I didn't stop her. Either way, she's going to do what she was going to do. Just like with Bird. There's no stopping those two. You can't stop them. That's what they do. In some situations, and I've said this out loud, I felt like they were a necessary evil because they could get people to stop doing bad shit to other people. However, I did not realize that Callie did that kind of shit to innocent people. That all came out. Like when people finally started like sending me things on her where I could see who she is, like this shit is crazy, y'all, like crazy. But when I was interacting with her, she had a goal, and the goal was to get me the fuck up out of here. And that goal she didn't achieve, but while she was, part of how she would get to that goal was to play really nice, play like she was, being like the social justice warrior and like shutting bad people down, but she'd match fire with fire and shut them down and stuff. I didn't realize that she did so much stuff to kids, like, and families. I didn't know that. But I'm not proud of how I handled that, and I should have known better, definitely.
In this cope stream of hers and the accountability live stream, to hear her just make out that I'm the huge problem and she's not the problem.
Well, her taking accountability stream is really, she was really derailed. For those of you coming in, Katie was derailed by the fact that she was notified that I was streaming her.
War Priest says I did. Me and William will have to go live soon and talk about it. She's already streaming. Okay, we will derail this for a moment. It's so weird, like obsession. Hello, hey Billy Joe. Tarek, I don't understand. So like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. You want to talk about horses? Everything Katie does is watched, right? She's already streaming. That's so fucking weird, dude.
And so now she's been talking about her horse, and yeah, I get that, Callie. I think that everybody understands that. And like I said, I can appreciate that you're not only fully exposing yourself, but you are educating everybody that had their head in the sand about Katie and her part in everything that has taken place. I can appreciate that. And that doesn't mean we have to hate bond. We talked about that again. Yep. That's what we were saying. This is not going to be genuine. The whole thing is going to be disingenuous. I think because after the live stream that Kels did yesterday, and the people that are speaking up on panels about her.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and create a whole live stream calling Katie out. Katie's an adult, and she's going to have to take control of what it is she's a part of, just like everybody else on this platform has had to do at some point in their career. I'm an asshole. I will always be an asshole. There will be people that hate me. There will be people that love me. All I can do is put a better foot going forward. Yeah, I've got my shit with Ernie. Yeah, I've got my shit with Mark or whatever. But there are levels of where I will take it.
Right.
And that's my line.
And I've said that in the past too. People need to leave people's children alone. If they're not on this, not on YouTube, don't bring them on YouTube. Because like I said, Ernie brought mine up. And
Katie doxing children or presenting herself as doxing children is no good. No good. I'm not her mod, and I'm not her channel manager. I am not in her chat repetitively anymore. I am doing my own thing. There are plenty of people calling out each other. I don't need to add myself to the mix. What I can say is what I'm doing. I'm not participating in doxing children. I'm not participating in false calls on people. I'm not participating in stalking people. I am participating in holding people accountable for breaking the law. And if this is a law break and somebody presses charges, I will provide my input to those charges because I am about the law.
Right.
If you're breaking it and you're going to press charges on a person, press charges on a person. The back and forth shit on YouTube, not going to solve a damn thing. I'm just telling you right now, it's not going to solve nothing ever.
Right.
All it's going to do is make people get hurt more.
That's right.
And I'm
Can I
not
add my
interested in
2
that.
cents too about you guys were talking about the kids and stuff, but also one thing that struck me yesterday particularly was the mom, an 80-year-old mother. That was
Right.
encouraged. She was, Callie was asked to hit that one up with some pretty sick stuff, some really private stuff about, that involves her son. And that's a pretty sick thing to make an old woman take to the grave. So let's not just, if we're going to call that, what about all family? And this 80-year-old woman asked it to stop, and she was told not to stop, according to the receipts. And I think that's pretty messed up, too. An 80-year-old woman. There's a mixed thing with mixed feelings here from everybody. Everybody has different opinions here.
I'm not here to defend Katie. Nobody defended me when I was doing my horse shit. So I mean, she's got to do. She's either going to take responsibility or her channel's going to go off into non-existence again. That's on her, not me. I have nothing to do with that.
But everything that Cubic Zirconia built her foundation on was not doing any of the behavior that she is obviously done, and she needs to own it.
Yeah, she's always said she don't do this fucked up shit.
Yes.
Whatever,
No.
Katie.
I mean, just honestly, I disagree. I think we've all participated, not all, but a lot of us that are in the fuck shit have participated in the fuck shit. It's not that bad to sit there and admit you did some fuck shit and then move on and try to be a better person.
That's the thing.
It's not a
though.
difficult thing.
But
If
that's
she-
the
accountability
excuse me.
for what she's done. That's the thing. She will not take accountability for it. She denies and puts blame back on other people. When it's been shown time and time again that yes, she has participated. Yes, she has given information.
Y'all, she made it sound like I was doing the most. Even BGE, that dumb bitch. Katie is doing the most. I am not doing the most. This is doing the most. I ain't on Facebook calling up people. No, I ain't doing all this shit. This is crazy shit.
Also, she should quit highlighting that one guy's comment, because that is Gomez, who supported Rex Fredrickson. Yes, that one guy. Yeah, that guy's a weirdo. He even stalks me on TikTok. Oh, her voice is shaking. Believe me. Oh, is it ever shaking? The minute she found out that I was streaming, she got extremely nervous, couldn't string together a sentence in the appropriate amount of time. And now she is intentionally avoiding the topic. She didn't want that to be the topic. I think the people that are still supporting her are pressuring her in. Let her keep deflecting. She'll be crying soon.
My part in this is what I said and what I wrote. I was involved. I did not practice what I preach to everybody about, being careful about what you say in chats. I did not do that. I didn't. And look what happened. It was the biggest fucking lesson ever learned. And I can say that as a content creator, a non-tent creator, whatever the fuck you want to call me, I feel like that God had me go through that because
Katie, you think the omnipotent God had you go through that? What you did was willful. That was more about being used as a tool by Satan himself. And it ain't me, because I ain't Satan. But I do like how she's trying to invoke the name of the Lord Jesus to try and say, well, God took me through it and brought me through it unscathed, and God wanted me. No, ma'am, we have free will. Steph says Katie used to come and try and troll the DC years ago. Then she embarrassed herself everywhere, then went away for a few years and came back as innocent Katie. The Urine Stash says, I hate quote unquote content creators. Bro, you restream Ernie Shell. Yeah, this is just shit talking. Yeah, I want to talk about me, want to talk about my, want to talk about something, me oh my. Yeah, that's exactly. She is bringing Jesus and his father into this. Why does she do this? Why does she do this? I've heard her proclaim that she's a Christian. She is the reason people like me have run from Christianity. You're a liar. You use God when it is fucking convenient for you. To try to justify it mentally for yourself and your retarded fucking community, Katie. Yeah, leave God out of this. You dirty fucking whore.
Because I guess I needed to get a dose of my own medicine. I needed to wake up, pretty much. He checked me. A lot of people have checked me about it.
Hold on. Oh, wait.
But
What?
it was a God. I guess I needed to get a dose of my own medicine. I needed to wake up pretty much. He checked me. A lot of people have checked me about it. But it was God needed me to learn that lesson the hard way. Okay.
Jesus did not die for this bullshit. You're right.
And I apologize to the people that felt or thought that I didn't take accountability, that I was lying about things.
Yes, Sarah. Yes, Sarah. I know people in real life that have brought God into things when manipulating. I call it the God game. Do you want to know what happens when Flossie says blasphemy of the Holy Spirit is the only unpardonable sin? Matthew 12, verses 31 through 32.
Because I needed to get a dose of my own medicine. I needed to wake up pretty much. He checked me. A lot of people have checked me about it. But it was God needed me to learn that lesson the hard way. Okay. And I apologize to the people that felt or thought that I didn't take accountability, that I was lying about things. I don't know it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter because it's just gonna fall on deaf ears. So
do you think God kind of has like the Cards of Humanity, Cards Against Humanity game up there, Katie? And he's like, oh, well, this is what I picked for Katie to go through. I'm going to force her to dox and harass innocent old women with porn. And I want to see that she gets through it unscathed.
I'm tired of Katie acting like that she's done no wrong, Monica. That gets on my nerves. That bothers me because she don't want to take any accountability. Now she's saying that Callie is saying that she done it all. Callie didn't say that. Callie is admitting that she done it with Katie, and I'm just wanting Katie to acknowledge, yes, I sent her Brett's information. Yes, I told her to keep sending explicit video recordings and pictures to his 80-year-old mother.
She did say she was exposing herself, but there was also the other parts, like, you know, the 80-year-old mom.
I don't know what these people want me to say anymore than what I already have. They're like, she won't own her shit. I'm not gonna own that I tried calling Brett's 80-year-old grandmother, you dumb fucking whore. Chainsaw vocal cords having bitch. Because I didn't. How about that? And all these other lies that I sent, where's the receipts? Where are the receipts, ma'am, sir, whoever the fuck, devil? Where are they? Show me a receipt and I'll respond to it. Okay? It's like they won't stop.
It's not right for Katie to act like sweet and innocent and I ain't done nothing. There's just no excuse for that.
And if she does get through it unscathed, good for her. But if she doesn't, then I want her to invoke my name as a justification for her shit behavior. Do you think that's what God does? Oh, she drinks with her guardian angel. There is no way this girl is sober. And there is such thing as a dry drunk. She may be, but emotionally and mentally, she is still just as toxic. And like Rand said, she's at the part of her bargaining with herself and her community that she has to invoke God as some sort of way to be credible. This is hugely disappointing, but I'm not shocked.
I don't know it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter because it's just gonna fall on deaf ears. So,
that's manipulation.
Yes, I own my part in that.
That is a manipulation tactic right there. Well, I guess it just doesn't matter. You guys don't want to hear it. So that is manipulation.
Yes, I own my part in that. What I have an issue with is, since there are a lot of moving parts in this whole thing, there have been so many lies said on me. None of this was a mistake. Yeah, it's so true. So true.
Yeah, she gets to keep the hands clean. That's exactly what she's doing. So I'm the problem, okay?
Okay, this is the one I want to show you all. These are Facebook people. And it says here, hold on. You sent a video, you sent a video, sent a video, sent a video. She writes, hi, I'm trying to. And then she says, video, sent a video, sent a video, sent a video. hey, Max, sent a video. I'm looking for, sent a video. These are all family members that she contacted. Like, did she show this shit?
Kate then showed these DMs and said I was like a real life and piece and shit. And then I said I've seen ASMR for a few hours. Anyway, I contacted more people. Let's see if someone will confirm him so. But nobody wants to confirm or deny. And then Katie said, this is so interesting. It's got to be hit.
She is lying about things. She's not lying about things. But she is lying about things she's blaming me for, and that's what bothers me, because I never reached out to anybody. Okay, I never reached out to one person.
She was shit, you don't do this, okay? And then she asked for someone's info.
Okay, right. Let me ask someone sent me it when his name was put out. I'm asking people now. Start scrolling now. We have it because they know that going keep targeting his dad for fuck's sake. I said, thank you, this is urgent. And you know this is urgent when I'm begging for info. LOL, I don't do this. Also, why do you think they didn't strike you? Now, this was when, okay, they're trying to make it where I am the one doxing ASMR. Before I came into this community, before I was around, okay, ASMR came around in between when I was taking a break, when I was in school, and like for a couple years. And he did the absolute most. The whole shit show community hated him and they were trying to find him and dox him. Now, he came back around when I was here, and he was going after Bird in real life and stuff. And it all, like, there was a whole new wave of trying to catch who is ASMR, trying to figure out who he was, because he's done a lot of fuckery to people and it needed to stop. So you got to figure out who he is if you want it to stop, right? And everyone does still hate him. So for people to sit over there and be like, oh my God, no. Callie wanted to find him. Jesus. So she says, we're looking through screenshots now, but thousands of them, as we have a server full of it, we'll get the name they put out and we'll all search for him. I have no idea. I can only think because I struck them yesterday. They don't want to do strike wars because they didn't strike Bird either last night. And he challenged people to find him. Yes, Michelle, he did. Yes, he did. He wanted people to come for him, but he was bad news. Everyone hated him. AC said first and last name in Discord live because ASMR came on panel and dragged him. AC said a bunch of shit. And this was before I was around. So people have been looking for him forever. Bird knows this. Bird is wanted. Yeah. Bird knows that I wasn't the first to try to look for ASMR, for fuck's sake. Then he panicked, scared, wanted to go legal. Then he joined VC. The next day, shit show goes live and he calls me and confirms that's him. He was very scared. I said, do you remember what his last name might have been or what it started with? Okay.
Then she's like, fuck ASMR, I hate that dude, oh here. And she said ASMR's wife. What the fuck did ASMR's wife ever do to you, girl? If somebody went and was like, oh, here's Katie's sister, here's her Instagram, here's her grandparents, how would you feel, Katie? Make it make sense. You are a real life and doxing piece of shit, and you were doing it with me. Who the fuck are you to call out me in any type of public claims and warn people to stay away from me? Bitch, I'm warning the community to stay away from you. You're a serial fucking doxer. You are just as bad as me. And you're more dangerous to me because at least I will never tell a fucking lie. You will lie through your damn teeth and try and weaponize people and other communities to go after people. You're disgusting.
And I said, Kaylee, I need ASMR's info.
See, I need. That's you asking for it. You need.
Info. All Bird has is his name is Drevin and he is in Tennessee. He needs to be stopped. And it will cut the fuckery in half if he knows we have his shit. This is important. It's always important, isn't it, Katie? Every time. Bird got him, and this was another person. He's going live, and Katie helped Bird get this person. That's why Bird's very important in all this, okay? Because I've always said this to everybody. Bird could destroy Katie and bury her fully to the point where she wouldn't even be able to step foot into certain communities with the disgusting, nasty, behind-the-scenes bullshit that she wanted to happen, she was involved in, she asked for, she wanted to put people up to, and it was bad. Like, so bad. Bird could really, really fuck Katie over, right? And Bird has been done so dirty by Katie, and I understand not many people like him, right? As in, the people that float around the Mean Girls and other places. So, he does not get any recognition for all the dirty shit that he could potentially expose on her, that he has never put out on her, never exposed on her, ever under any circumstances, and it is so bad. Like, he's got all the calls recorded, he's got all the HPV stuff, he's got all the porn stuff that he found, he's got her excuses, he's got all the lies, he's got all the doxing, he's got all the real life shit. Talk to Game, he's gonna try, he has a plan, he's got to charge up his other phone. Now, this is important because above that is a business that Game she's asking Game to contact and ring up, okay? What do we do next? Did Ashley confirm Derek's voice? Like, do you get what we're doing here? We're looking up a bunch of different people and we're contacting random strangers that we do not know to play voices, and we're calling up businesses to try and confirm someone's identity so we can get it confirmed, so we can go real life on them and fuck with them on the YouTube streets. Like, that is what we're doing. Like, you can't get any more real lifer than this. She's asking me, does that person have a contact? Because obviously she's wanting to take the information, get one of, she always uses somebody, take notice of the using. She'll get Bird to do it, or she'll get Game or one of her other little people to do it. Okay, that's about the shop. And I'm asking, is there anybody available to ring the shop? And Katie goes, when Game gets back, to me, he will. Because Game had already previously contacted it for her. And then she's like, oh my God, get a hold of her and play the damn audio for the sister and confirm it with her. I said, Ashley's sister, I went with her family because they will look out for her. And then Katie's like, send her the clip and confirm it's him. She wants to go real life. She's very pushy. She's very good. Remember how she spoke on Peach? My voice matters. I'm large and in charge and I'm going to do all the rules, blah, blah, blah. Like, she is bossy as fuck. And she is the one giving the instructions and pulling the strings. She wants people to be contacted. She wants people to be fucked with. Yeah, Bird has been done dirty as fuck by Katie, that one guy. I don't like how she has manipulated, and he has also like lost a lot of support because of the stuff that Katie put out there about him. And she has lied on him a hell of a lot, and he has actually never once truly exposed her. And truthfully, he should have exposed her ass months ago. He should have, and I should have as well. But people just want, like, they just can't be arsed with it. You're like, oh, what's the point? Like, she's just gonna go cover Ernie anyways. Like, it doesn't matter. These are Ernie followers. Like, ultimately, it doesn't matter. But it comes a point where you're like, do you know what? I've had enough now. Enough's enough. Yeah, she's gonna have a rough time trying to spin the facts that Katie is putting out once again. Yep. And I got some killer fucking other phone calls and some killer voice notes. Like, this is just the warm up. I got some good shit coming. Let me get this one. Send a clip of him talking on the panel or something and see if she knows the voice. The little clip is hard to hear. And then Katie goes, well, send me some of what you need through and I'll help you. So Katie's like trying to help me do stuff. And obviously it was real life stuff. And I say there's tons of it. And then Katie goes, does that person have a contact? Now, again, this is another time that she's asking, does a stranger have a contact information that she wants from me? Because you know what she's going to do? She's going to take the information, the contact details, and she is going to get rather Bird, Game, or whoever else around her in a little inner circle to contact them, or she might do it herself. And then she goes, if they do, then you should see if they recognize his voice.
I never tried to find Brett's grandma.
Picking and choosing and dancing around is just absolutely ridiculous. It's never going to happen. The deflection will continue. The accountability stream is what mattered. That was a complete failure. Put a fork in it. She's done. Right, Wings? I mean, I don't get it.
Right. She says none of what she did matters because she owns being a real lifer. It matters. Cool, you can own being a real lifer, but like that doesn't negate the fact that you did that and you're trying to blame it on me. Do you know what I mean? That's what I don't understand. I would love evidence, proof of me reaching out to the grandma. I didn't even know Brett had a grandma.
You know, the 80-year-old mom, where, you know, she was enlisted to do that. And then Callie showed how she came to you. This is the response I would like. Came to you and said, she's saying that she's asking me to please stop. What should I do? Don't stop. Keep sending it. That's what we had the problem with about the 80-year-old woman, just to clarify that.
Please tell me where I reached out to Brett's family and where I, there were two things. I can't remember. There's so many lies going on about me right now. But I posted that. And while she was live, she posts underneath my post saying, I never said that, but you're welcome to come on my panel right now. I'm like, bitch, get out of here. I ain't going over there. You don't even make sense. Like, you don't even remember 3 sentences ago, okay? And I guess the word of the day for me is bimbo. Okay. I've been told worse, so there.
Nobody said you called her. You were encouraging and asking her to keep going, even though you knew the old woman was asking, please stop.
Yeah.
The fuck? Reaching out to kids. Reaching out to AC's kids. I mean, I showed proof of all that shit. Are there any? No. I didn't send any. I did not message or call anybody. And Bird he will back that up too. Ridiculous.
And that is the point, like, Katie, you're not actually taking any accountability, because if you're constantly going to say but or if it's all Kaylee's fault, Kaylee's this and Kaylee's that, and yeah, I did provide one address during that whole accountability live stream. The only thing that she acknowledged doing was providing Brett's address.
Yeah, I was in my emotions for sure. I was pissed. I wanted, like, he was fucking with, like, Brett was fucking with, he was doxing out my whole family's numbers, addresses, names, like saying he had pictures of my grandparents' house, like aerial pictures and shit, you know?
Yeah, let's not forget that. But Brett's address was given for legal purposes. Yeah, it's not legal purposes when you're sending phone boning recordings to his 80-year-old mother and his brother and his children.
Wow, this is sick.
Yeah, I was pissed. And he was fucking with Callie too. I showed receipts of that. He was saying weirdo shit. So this was what offended Callie, which was gross as fuck. But this is why, and this will explain why I sent what I sent to Callie about Brett, okay? Waiting on a call. This is what Brett, the settlement, said. Waiting on a call back to see if we can have a few members of Miss Douglas's family on as guests for Halloween. Maybe an aunt and uncle, or remember, you asked for this. She says that wasn't the only one, was more that same day by Brett only, just trying to grab them as I'm food shopping. Once I get home, I'll send Facebook message my aunt received, okay? No, I'm Lady K. This is me. I'm Lady K on Discord. Sorry, that gets tricky. I'm Lady K on Discord. And you saw the receipts of me, giving him the address and picture of his house. And I said, here it is, if you want to report it. I did that.
One thing that I've had an issue with is Katie talking about other people saying, like, how dangerous they are. Talking about Nicolina doing welfare checks. Katie trying to make out, like, these door knocks that she allegedly got, are so severe and they're so dangerous, okay? However, the night that I was sent Brett's address, did you all see in the messages for you to report Brett? We all seen it? We all remember it? We all recall it? I have asked and I've reached out. There was 2 other males, I think we can all guess the names, that contacted me. And I was asked by one of them if I could swap Brett, or if I had anybody to swap Brett. It was literally 10 minutes before Katie's message to me with Brett's address, okay? And obviously I didn't see the message instantly from him. And when I did see his message, you'll all see my reply, because I'm definitely going to show his messages. So just 3 or 3, we'll say it.
So, if you guys have caught any of that side's little spurgs, okay, Brett and his little team over there had decided, well, we're gonna strike 303, we'll smack him down. So, if you guys want to do your American thing and you just love Brett as much as I do, want to not take food off his table, grab the X platform. Send a clip of Brett and his hate speech, or his bullying, or, instigation into, violence, any of that, right? You can send that over to YouTube, and you can tell him, like, hey, this guy's a bad look. I wouldn't want anybody that I know to just randomly come across somebody like that's channel. So, moving right along. Brett, you fucking weirdo. Okay, look, dude. You're talking about you're going to strike my channel. What happens with the second and the third strikes and the whatever. So, we're still going to run Brett content. We're going to modify it. It's going to be fucking hilarious because Brett's going to try and he's going to fail and it's going to be amazing. But if I gave you the ability, if I was like, okay, cool, I'm just going to fucking, you know, screen share this thing and, you know, you can fuck off. That's my prerogative. And if I let you take the channel, it doesn't change my life. Ghost used to have a program where he would turn everybody's lives into cartoon characters. It is absolutely fair game. See, that's badass. Peachy. I like it. Yeah, yep, if you transform it, you can't do shh. So, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Brett's content. 120,000%, right? I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna steal it, I'm gonna make it mine, right? And then I'm gonna turn around and we're gonna make fun of Brett.
This is what's really weird. Brett struck all of those pedophile exposure videos because he hates Bird that much.
You know, you go bird watching. Okay, this bitch is bird watching.
Allegedly, somebody messaged Bird, and he's trying to say it was me, which I would never. Somebody sent him a Discord with a tip that Bandit's X account is full of photos of Bandit's dick. So he went live and he was streaming Bandit's Twitter account, and not all of them have the not safe for work filter over the photo. So he porn bombed himself and his account was terminated.
When I did see his message, I replied and said, no, I don't swap people. That was at the same time that I was sent Brett's address saying for you to report him. So Katie was obviously aware, and I know I can't prove it and it's just a coincidence and the timing and all the other stuff, but if we look at 303's message and the timing, and then we look at Katie's message and the address and for you to report him, do you know what, we'll just leave it up to people in the community. People want to put two and two together, and people who obviously you don't, okay? That's for them to decide. She never once acknowledged providing the pornographic images.
What? Revenge porn? Please, bitch. Get out of here. Revenge porn on who? Who have I sent? What? Revenge porn on who? I've never sent porn to anybody. Pull that up. And if you're going off of the shit that Bird and all of them would play all the time, that ain't me, okay? Don't affiliate me with that booty hole butt plug shit, okay? That ain't me, sorry, bye.
But she's asking for someone's revenge porn. Basically, that's the gist of it. So Manda says he's got like a double butt. There's cheeks, then creases, and bigger cheeks. Katie says, you just need to do it. So some of the crack shows, people won't believe what it is. Cover the butthole, but leave more cheek out and the crack on the top showing. So Katie's giving instructions and telling her she just needs to do it. She just needs to release the picture, send it on over, and just mark out the butthole. Now we all know the picture because we've all seen it. AC had the butt plug in his butt. Everybody has acknowledged it. Everybody's talked about it. Everybody's fucking seen the image, right? It's well known in this community, the whole situation regarding AC, Amanda, and what happened. So Katie is the person that gave the instructions to Amanda to put the tiny little image over the butt plug, okay? So it could be shown publicly on live streams. Katie is the one who gave her the instructions. Katie is the one who received the image, which I'm going to prove in a second. And Katie is the one that shared it out to other people, aka traitors, Bird, myself. Katie is the one that played a massive, significant role. And if you remember my messages with her, the same way she's given Manda instructions, she's given me instructions telling me what I should say to people on Facebook, telling me what I should send over, providing me with stuff that I should send. Like, She's very much behind the scenes, in control, directing stuff. Like, she is the one in charge, okay? And then Manda replies to her, I don't know if I should send it, but make sure it's edited enough. So Manda doesn't even know if she should send it over to Katie, right? Katie's telling her to just do it, just share the image, just send it over, just put something over the butthole. Like, come on, Manda, just do it. You gotta show it, right? Manda's saying, I don't know if I should send it, but make sure it's edited enough. Like, Manda wants to make sure she's not gonna, like, go and fully revenge porn and end up with charges. Like, Katie is trying to pressure her and get the image from her. Now, who in their right mind would have honestly thought this? Truthfully, it's sweet, innocent Katie that is the one pressuring Manda to send over the images of AC. And she obviously, and even though people hate Manda, she obviously she does not know if she should send it. Manda says to Katie, fuck AC right now for what he's saying. I'll add another pic. I think AC's ball show, ? Right? We know what balls are, they're testicles, guys. Well, that's what she's saying is sent in the image, right? I think AC's ball show, right? Katie sees the image and she responds to her, make it a little smaller and we are good. So, we've got the first picture that Katie gave instructions on what to do with it. Oh, now we've got the second image, which is revenge porn with someone's testicles, with someone's balls, with someone's private parts, that Katie is yet again given instructions on how to make the image a little bit smaller so it can be shared publicly on YouTube. Publicly. Katie, what did you say, girl? You don't commit revenge porn? You're the fucking ring leader. You're the puppet master. You're the one given the instructions on how to commit revenge porn. And you had the absolute audacity today to double down. Oh yeah, lawyer up. She is so fucked, she doesn't even realise. So, and then Katie wanted another picture to be sent to her. Now, bear in mind, the naked pictures was sent to Katie, and Katie is the one getting things organised. Send me a pic with a starfish on the bad part, laugh out loud. Amanda's saying, AC is on Brett's, I thought he was in hiding. As we go on, Katie goes through the screenshots that she was sent. So Katie lied and said that she didn't commit any revenge porn, but she's asking for someone's revenge porn. Basically, that's the gist of it.
Yes, I did. I saw that. How is she going to legally go after someone legally? Who was after her there? And she's like, I didn't see any nudity there. I did. I saw it. Callie made a Discord just to put the receipts in, and they had that guy bent over with a butt plug up his butt.
Did you see it? Did you see it? I never saw any nudity. Where was the nudity? It was very much edited. If I wasn't the only person that Amanda sent pictures of him to, but I can assure you that I showed the email. I showed the thread, stupid. Right? Did I not show the thread of emails? Everything was edited. So if Amanda sent unedited pictures of Butt Plug Boy and Callie has them, then that has nothing to do with me. You don't understand. Amanda's the one that gave those pictures to us, okay? She is the root of it. I didn't send any unedited pictures of him anywhere, and I would never. And if Amanda sent me unedited pictures of him, I would never talk to her again, for fuck's sake. The fuck? That's weird.
She never once acknowledged providing the family members to send the pornographic images to.
I would never.
Yes, you would.
I have something called class.
No, you
right?
don't. Nope, that's a lie.
I have something called...
No.
Just
no, you don't. No,
respecting people's privacy, respecting people's fucking medical shit, their business. I don't talk under anyone's clothes like that. Are you crazy? She's doing this to be relevant. She's doing this because I don't know. She thinks. Listen, I know a lot of people hate me, so you'll probably get a
Callie
good.
said was fucking true. Katie literally like, okay, does everybody remember the AC's picture running around here? She sure did fucking talk about under his clothes.
She sure did.
and the butt plugs and the recorded calls of Brett jacking off. Yup. And send it to their kids. Who does that?
I know.
That is so
It's fucking wild.
depraved. It's abusive. It's psychotic.
The more I'm loved, the more I'm equally hated. Well, not equally. Well, maybe. I don't know. But
She
yeah.
never once addressed the fact and took accountability for providing the adult daughters to have the interview with and send the pornographic images to. This is who Michelle and Katie were calling me out for recently, because I had ended up reaching out with Katie to the daughters who were adults and doing like a text interview with them and putting the texts out on my channel. Now, the reason I've never spoken on this before is the reason why I did that is because Katie said her grandparents was doxxed and loads of stuff had happened to Bird, and they wanted something to happen, like something to reach out and touch Brett. So she gave the instructions, I followed the instructions down to a T, and then I put the content out on my channel. I never had an issue doing that. Obviously, I can speak up for myself if I did. I also had my own issues with Brett. But with that being said, now to hear Katie in Ernie's live with Michelle and bring up this entire situation and say I should be blocked from the live chat of Ernie Shells when everybody gets to go over to Ernie Shells, and bring up this exact situation and her not say any of her involvement in it, who the fuck does she think she is? Like, she said, black and white, and Michelle did, I am dangerous for doing this. Well, if I'm dangerous, what the fuck is Katie? Because Katie's the one who's in charge. And we all heard how she spoke about Peach.
But Peach and I are close, and like she knows how I feel. Like Peach is not Peach is not going to challenge me. Between the two of us, I am the one that she follows me. As weird as that sounds, like I am more like, and this is so weird because I do not see myself as this, but now that we're talking about it, like my words have more weight than hers when it comes to saying stuff, because Peach will come to me for advice. I don't go to Peach for
We
stuff.
all
Like,
heard how she spoke about Virgo.
I'll make Virgo say that she never said that and that Amanda's making it up. I don't give a fuck. Like, she's gonna go do that. Like, I'm gonna make Virgo say that Amanda's lying. I don't care. I don't care. Fine, I'll lie about that. I'll lie. I'll make Virgo lie. I don't care.
She's in charge. She's given the instructions to Bird. She's given instructions to me. She is the problem here.
She wants to say that I made her do all these things, that I made her and Bird do all my dirty work, allegedly, do this and that. That's not true, okay? That's not true. They're adults. Even if I was telling them to do this and do that, I don't have a freaking pew pew pointed at their heads. She lives in a whole other country. She doesn't have to do shit I say. Neither does Bird. What? You've got your own free will. You've got your own discretion. You've got your own boundaries, okay? So even if I was telling you to do it, you didn't. No, that's a poor excuse. No. So anyway, this is on 1/1/25. And again, these aren't in order, but you'll kind of get the gist, the context of it. I said, and oh my God, I didn't know you, and this is the daughter of Brett, okay? Talked. So none of the 4 kids he talks about are actually his biological kids. And the daughter is the only biological kid. She says, yes, blank is the only biological one. Other 3 have another dad. She links her Facebook. Okay.
And then she goes, oh, Nicole's info doesn't come up for me. It says it's not available, right? And this is what she says about Nicole. Have you spoken any more to her? She seemed like she was open to have a conversation with you. And bear in mind, this is like Katie's interviewing style coming in now. And remember, there's 2 daughters, Nicole and Stephanie. She sounds really sad about her parents. That was heartbreaking.
And Brett wants to call Bird a bad dad and say his relationship with his kids is fucked up. Wow. She says, I'm talking to her now. She's really open. She likes me and we have built up trust, etc.
And then she goes, if y'all ever get on the topic or if you feel comfortable asking her, you should ask her what he was like living with and if he ever worked. So she's given me like interview style questions to ask of the daughters, okay? She is leading it. She's like, hey, you should ask this question. You should try and get this information from him. Like trying to pull as much information as she possibly can. You going live again soon. Will she come on panel with you? Okay, so Michelle and Katie said it was disgusting that I posted screenshot messages of me and that daughter's conversation. However, Katie wanted me to do a fucking live stream and panel up with her. She wanted me to ask. Okay, this is the other daughter. Is Stephanie worried about Brett retaliating? And do his other stepkids have anything to say? Was Stephanie raised with the other kids? All the questions are being led by Katie.
These are all the questions that she wanted there to be asked. Yeah, and remember, guys, this is the first docs that she's ever shared. Innocent Katie. And all you fucking clowns that go along with her in the live chat use are crash dummies, okay? You talk a lot of shit about Nicolina and the mean girls that go along with her bullshit. You talk a lot about Ernie Shell and people that go along with his. You talk a lot of shit about people in my chat that nobody needs. I don't need to lie, but you talk shit about the whores for being cool with me. Hello? What the fuck is this? Okay, so she wanted to know about other kids. Now, Brett obviously has other stepchildren and stuff like that. Katie wanted those to be contacted too. Like, she wanted the whole family contacted and interviews with this family. Like, she wanted a lot. Let's just say that. And she is definitely in charge. And she goes, right, that's weird as fuck. Girl, go live and put out the other DMs. Do it when Brett goes live and he will lose his mind. Now, is this somebody that just wants people's information to go and report them and to protect herself and she wants it all to stop? Or does she want to use and weaponize people on here to go live to put out personal stuff between their family members in order to provoke an emotional reaction and response to them? Katie is not a good person. She is not better than the rest. And also, you have to think about, people might not like Brett, but what about the daughters? What about the family members? Katie wants everybody to give a shit about her family members. People want people to care about Peach and Ghost and all these other people's family members, but Katie doesn't give a fuck about anybody else's family members. She don't even care about her own subscribers' family. She never once took any accountability for her doxing a minor child and going to a pedophile.
Once, like, I heard that, like, she went to fucking Wings for, like, help and to get pictures of kids, dude. And I was like, dude, I want to get off this fucking bus, dude. This is horrible. That's bad. So, like, her losing her channels, like, she's a horrible person. You're going to a pedophile for help, dude.
Let me re-explain that lore for any new viewers who might not know it. So Blame Katie, in the midst of her feud with mainly Wings 007, myself a little bit, and you know, during that whole arc, that wasn't too long ago, she went and DM'd Wings of Redemption.
Look at her right here. She says his address is Rock Hill, South Carolina. This person says, you got any more information? She misspells my name. She says, I'll get more. It's all trickling in. And then down below, look what Katie sends. She sends a screenshot from Wings of Redemption. I got the screenshot, and it's, we'll just pull it up so you can see it for what it is. So this is her talking to Wings. Wings says, the letter, yeah, between that and embarrassing him in front of people, he went into small communities. He can't speak for himself. He needs to go 4 or 5 deep in dogpile. Dude is a deadbeat dad who spends his nights harassing people for the sport of it. Like, you know, this is really Wings. Like, this is him. She posted the screenshot. This is the picture she posted. She has a picture and all my information from a pedophile, a picture of me holding my prepubescent child, and I had to redact the face of the child, obviously, because she doesn't have any morality or common decency. And she goes around sending this picture around in her community, pushing the information, pushing the picture of my kid around in her Discord to her little friend groups, while people are telling her she should not do this.
And that's something she still will never take accountability for to this day. And you want to think, okay, like, that Billy Joe is not credible. She's a fucking liar. I do not believe the both of them as far as I can throw them.
I was looking for information so I could file a restraining order or a TPO against Wings. So I was also always honest. Yes, I was looking for his information because I wanted to serve him with a restraining order to get this to stop. How else would I find his information? I was asking for it. Yes, absolutely. If I'm going to legally take action, I've got to ask for it. Okay. I don't know how to find it. I'm totally dumb when it comes to this stuff. So yes, I asked for his information. I needed it in order to go after him legally. This was the beginning of I was talking about maybe a cease and desist beforehand. And so Billy had said, can I help with something? Maybe where to file that? Do you have a lawyer? I said, if it's just a cease and desist, I can find a little lawyer to write me one up. Now, here is where this gets confusing, because this person right here, War God ICP, okay? Billy is copy pasting this to me, okay, says, pro advice, don't talk to him. Them or join voice calls. If she is defending herself, tell her to stop it, just makes it worse. I write back, okay. She says, she, because she used my pronoun, she was used because I said, she's my friend. He doesn't know it's you. Now, at this point, I didn't know who that was, but I mean, that's good advice, okay? So when he showed this on his live on Rumble, where I said, Wing said not to engage right now until we have him in a vice grip. And I added vice grip because I wanted to make sure I had all that information so I could get that handled, and then I could say anything, whatever, not anything, but I could be more at liberty to come out and just feel more comfortable, I guess. Okay. So Wings did say that. Okay. Wings said that. Wings said, do not engage right now until we have him in a vice grip. He didn't say that part, but don't engage. Callie writes back, Wings said or William? Well, William also said, do not engage. Totally said that. Many, many times said that. And then I wrote, but Wings is the one that told Billy, do not engage. And she sent that information along to me. So she says, Wings said or William? And this is where this gets all confusing, okay? I said, I'm scared. And remember, this will fall back on me. He is holding me responsible. At that point, Wings was saying if I didn't terminate my channel, that my mods would be gone after, just all this stuff, okay? And then so that's what I'm talking about here. And then I say Wings to answer her question because Wings said that. Now let me go back to this so we all know this is Billy copy pasting what Wings said, okay? And at first I didn't even know who that was, but that is Wings. Pro advice, don't talk to him. Them or join voice calls. If she's defending herself, tell her to stop. It will make it worse, okay? I hope that clears this up. That's how that was lost in translation. I did not specifically say that Wings told Billy, who told me Wings said not to engage.
And you want to think, okay, like that Billy Joe is not credible. She's a fucking liar. I do not believe the both of them as far as I can throw them. Like Katie has no problem asking Virgo to lie for her. She's asked Peach to lie for her. She's asked myself to lie for her. She's asked so many people to lie for her previously. What would make anybody, like the receipts speak for themselves?
So next we have, this one is, that gets really big. Okay. This is Billy sending me saying, I have a little more information on him if you want it. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's like going that big and then going that small. I have a little more information on him. If you want it, I screenshot it, okay? He lives with his mother still. She gives me that and then sends me this link. Oops. Okay? Sends me that link. This is a picture of him, his ex, and his kid, okay? It's on the cover of a video. Billy says, is it okay for me to show her this? And he says, go for it. And then, sorry, y'all. I had to find it on MacBook where it auto-saved. Can you see it okay? All right, so then I just want to make clear, I did not ever ask for a picture of his kid. I don't even know how many kids he has. Kids, I don't even know. I don't care. But this was sent to me and this was the image this was not blurred out. This was not blurred out. This is the image that I then sent to Cal.
Katie said, I went to Wings of Redemption, okay? Wings of Redemption told me this, this, and this. Wings of Redemption gave me this. Like, at no point was Billy Joe ever mentioned until Katie needed to get distance from it. And it took us so long for her to produce a receipt. And the receipt was, hey, Billy Joe, bring your ass in this live stream and say that, like, you was the spokesperson between us both. Katie's been known to, like, make up lies and get people to lie for her to keep her image clean. She went to a fucking pedophile. She's taken no accountability for that ever. She has went real life. And she has had businesses being called up. She has asked me to do stuff for her and has taken no accountability. She has relentlessly doxed and shared people's information. Zero accountability. Like, Katie's entire live stream, the only one thing that she acknowledged during it all, and I know that they weren't happy with her, her own friends, I heard her phone keep ringing and I heard her phone keep pinging. And I know from personal experience being inside that inner group, when her phone rings or the pings start, that's the little coach behind the scenes telling you, wrap that shit up, rather shut the fuck up, because you're not saying what we want you to say. The reaction isn't good. And I believe the coach is traitors, truthfully. I believe Traitors has given her advice. Traitors has always given her advice. Traitors gave her advice regarding what to say about the HPV situation, about the art situation. She literally micromanaged the entire art situation from behind the scenes, okay? I know what goes on behind the scenes because I was a trusted person behind the scenes and involved in the fuck shit myself. So nobody can tell me different. And I get people like, oh, but Traitors is the receipts and she tells the truth. Me and Traitors, the amount of times that me and Traitors have come up with a little lying, we'll just lie. We'll do this and hide our hand. All the time. All the fucking time. How many times have myself and Traitors been fully aware that Katie's going to go live and lie for her fucking teeth? He is saying I'm not taking accountability for stuff I've done. ASMR was never on my radar. He was never, you know, a front and center person. ASMR was your front and center person. He wasn't mine. My person that I wanted to fuck with more than anybody was Brett, okay? There's a docs. And then right underneath it, live about what? Were you able to get a message to Joe? Because we were trying to send a message to Joe. Katie had facilitated me and said, hey, Joe is the person to contact. We're going to get to it. She goes, okay, I'll keep a watch out for him. I said, I'm going to flood his entire Facebook very soon. And Brett's brothers. Katie says, I think his favourite brother is Joe. I think. Hold on, let me ask. She then comes back with confirmation on Joe's details. And then she goes, were you able to get the message to Joe? We're doing it together. She's going and finding the people. She's bringing them back to me. She's helping me point me in the right direction. I'm sending the Facebook messages. We're working together, doing it.
And then for Katie to find his favorite brother and send that to Kelly?
That's a lie. Find his favorite brother. And send it, what?
I mean, Kelly doesn't have, you know, cleaner hands, but she took the blame. People.
I never found any of the one of them. Who is she talking about? She's trying hard to deflect the shit. Yeah. I never, again, go back to the receipts. I never found any of them.
It's like you guys wanted Nicolina so bad you were foaming at the mouth, hungry for it. Katie wanted to send this other community door knocks, right? And find all the doxes, and she had some people's doxes. And she also wanted to go and send Nicolina and the Mean Girls and everybody over that side, and Tonic and Chicky and everybody else, door knocks too, okay? She wanted to make ads on Craigslist, right? Very important. Now, I don't have an issue with the Mean Girls being sent door knocks, okay? Or Nicolina. Because as far as I'm concerned, and I said it on my live stream, I was very upfront and honest about it. They were over there in a server. They were dropping my docs. They also went up onto Ernie's panel. Nicolina did. She had a list of people's names that she wanted, let's say, 007's community to come after me. I was one of the people on her list that she'd read out. So I was very open on my live stream and I said it publicly. Now, one thing about me is, if I'm going to do something and I'm going to send a door knock or I'm going to dox somebody, everybody has to know it's me. And if you, and you're doing it with me, because I'm not doing it alone, you have to be willing to go public too. Because what we can't do is send a bunch of door knocks to people and then speculation starts happening in the community of who's sending the door knocks, and then innocent people get blamed, and then innocent people could end up getting door knocks. That is one thing I try to explain to Katie in these messages. If we do it and we send people door knocks, we have to do it together and we have to do it publicly. You cannot allow innocent people to be speculated upon, and that people might go, oh, well, fuck, I don't think Katie did it because Katie's not like that. Like, you can't do that because that's serious, okay? You could end up like getting somebody's fucking door bombarded with door knocks and they didn't do shit. So at least I'm an honest conspirer, let's just say that. If I'm going to conspire to do something, I'm going to be honest publicly about it. I don't want anybody to get the blame for shit. So this is important. This is about a large amount of people. I said, but we have to own it publicly. And then Katie goes, I don't want to dox. I was thinking, since you already doxed, you could just do it. Laugh out loud. I said, like, we don't do it as much as you got it done just a few times.
So I'm telling her, we don't do it as much as like you got it done, we just do it a few times, okay? And then I said, yeah, but it has to be public from the both of us, or all just be publicly. Then I'll look weird. Like, that makes no sense. So I was trying to explain to Katie, it has to be done publicly. Like, we cannot do it behind the scenes. And then Katie said, we have to do the Craigslist publicly. Why? Well, and I said, well, we'd have to speak on it like this. And this person egged on Craigslist to my home so they can get two each, and how would they feel? So my plan was, and Katie brought up the door knocking, by the way, I can prove that in a second. She wanted them to get the same. So I was like, well, and I think I actually did a live stream on this, and El Kendi actually might have clicked my mouse. But I did a live stream and I was speaking with Katie about it. After our conversation, I did the live stream. Heck. Well, Katie, if we're going to send door knocks to people, we need to do it publicly, and we could explain it as in, okay, Nicolino, you wanted us to get door knocks, so we're going to send you and your Mean Girls 2 door knocks each, and we'll hit the entire Mean Girl chat, and you can all get a door knock because Katie got door knocks, and you wanted all of Katie's friends, let's say that, to get door knocks, and I was one of them. So hey, let's keep it fair, let's keep it honest. You do it, we'll do it. So don't you be doing it in future. Like, it was to make a point, okay? I was thinking from making a point. Because what's the point of doing behind-the-scenes fuckery and sending a bunch of door knocks, and everybody speculating who could have sent the door knocks is causing more issues? And what's the point of sending a door knock if you're not going to make a point? You don't want to keep sending door knocks. That's immature as fuck. So be like, hey, you send me a door knock and try and encourage my door to be knocked. I can send you 2 door knocks. Stop what you're doing and stop your fuckery. That was the point of it. Katie just wanted me to do the doxing publicly, and her to do the door knocking with me behind the scenes and not own any of it. Okay, this is about the door knocking, okay? She goes, the Mean Girls are scared of doxing. I said, that's the part as I was replying to something else. And she goes, no, like, nah, to me saying about doing it publicly. They will, it seems. I said, well, will you dox them with me? Or we could send them Craigslist. And she goes, Craigslist. So she was willing to do Craigslist. She just didn't want to do it publicly. Like, I was only down for doing it publicly. How many DMs have I shown now where I've said I find her amusing, like she's funny to fuck with, and go back and forth and do the banter and the content? I obviously have my person that I'm irritated with. This was your person. It was ASMR. It was Brett at one point. Like, anybody who even said your legal name, you wanted shit to happen to them. And I am sick to fucking death, and this is why this entire situation has happened between ourselves. This is why we're even here sharing the DMs, is because you feel like you can just blame me for every last thing that's happened between us both, take zero accountability, and just because I'm known as a real life and a doxer and you're known as completely squeaky clean and innocent, and you have, let's say, a good reputation, and you don't do the stuff that I do on here, that you can get away with lying on me and like using me as a scapegoat.
They told me they asked Katie to come out and take the blame, but yeah, we know how that goes. And I'll say that because she talked shit about me.
Yeah, I talk shit about you, but I do it out here to your face, bitch. That's the difference between me and you. I'm very clear on how I feel. I am very clear about how I feel. If I don't like you, bitch, you will know that I don't like you. It's very easy. I'm pretty easy to understand. I ain't gonna play games with you, bitch. Yeah, they really don't know me. They think I'm like they think I don't know. If only they knew. I am so out of touch with all this technology. It's just, yeah. I'm too lazy and busy to like do all this extra shit behind the scenes and stuff. Like, I just can't.
And why would she then send me the doxes? Why would she ask me to do stuff? Why would she take part in it? Why would she be ringing up shops? When is that little crew over there, like Michelle and Zep, gonna take some fucking accountability and say, hey, Katie, you are a real lifer and a doxer? No ifs, no buts.
Katie, it's time for you to woman up on what you did, take links, and discuss this shit, and lay it out plain and simple. We're over the fake shit. We're over you acting like you don't do nothing. We're acting like you pretending that your hands are clean when they're not. You are the one that seeped out this stuff. She needs to be clearing some shit up. If Callie is lying, then show what she's lying about. Go over her 08 lives. That's some content for you, Katie, and point out what she's lying about.
I am not, for the 50,000th billionth time, I'm not innocent at all. I engaged in shit that I should have known better to engage in. Right? And she doesn't even have anything to do with that, Sammy. She has nothing to do with this. She should be screaming at Lori. Did Lori ever pay D-Boss back or what? What about that? Just saying. I know it's not cool to play like whataboutisms because I'm not trying to deflect or derail from owning my part in things, but like I don't know what else to own. They claim they don't watch me, so how do they know what I'm owning and what I'm not owning? Also, it has been kind of just agreed upon throughout this whole community that it doesn't matter what I own. It's never going to be good enough for these fuckers. So I just don't care. And that's kind of why I don't really engage. Like, that's why I don't really try to even explain myself anymore, because the people that are going to believe me are going to believe me, and the people that don't are not going to.
I mean, everybody's over the fake shit.